Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Bar and Grill and the Blind Tiger Bar.
Nervous?
Yeah.
Why did you get nervous now?
I'm a little bit nervous today. I don't know why. Probably because of feck all to talk about. Do you know, when your job
Brendan, we're on now, by the way.
when your job is to talk about stuff.
I know, but you're fucking... I always say, Ray, that, like, it's no skin off anyone's tits. No, I always
You
say
know, there's
this.
a variety of ways you end that sentence. There's no skin off anyone's Mickey.
Well, it's no skin off my Mickey, it's no skin off anyone's tits, and it's no skin off the back of my bag.
Welcome to 126.
Yeah, welcome to 126, right? And what we're holding in our hand here, right? A fella came to the door today, right, Ray?
Right.
I wasn't here. I was on the phone to Nicola, and I thought the house was getting robbed. But she said, "What the fuck was that? What was that?"
Oh,
There
sorry,
was
you
a
were
massive,
somewhere else.
Yeah, there was a
Okay.
massive bang, right?
Yeah.
Not on her now. There was a massive bang. Your man must have tripped and walloped his head off the front door when he was bringing in the fucking cocktails. He had an awful wallop, but he handed in two bottles of nettles.
Netals.
Yeah, there was two bottles of nettles, and there might have been a lime in it as well.
What is it?
I think this is a mojito.
Oh, Mojito.
A mojito, yeah.
Ah,
So
okay.
I'm gonna. I wish I could tell you if it is or not, because I don't know.
Wow.
Oh fuck!
Mother of God.
It's had a sting in my throat. That is from the Blind
Like,
Tiger.
congratulations, Blind Tiger. You've knocked the wind out of our sails
I'm
this
going to
evening.
wake up like Bear Grylls when they get stung by a bee, man. My neck is going to be the size of it. You know, the other thing is as well, we never talk about this either. We're drinking cocktails every single week, right?
Yeah.
Not once has a lump of a pavlova or a steak or a chip come in the door.
Oh, you
from
want to drop a
Anderson.
food?
We haven't eaten Anderson since they're sponsoring us.
Yeah, true.
Unbelievable. So we need to get a steak or something off them because, you know, as
Yeah.
well as the cocktails. We want the cocktails to keep going as well.
Yeah.
The other thing is, Ray, congratulations.
On.
Mayo.
Oh. This
So
is
that's
that
the
thing
JA section there.
No, I am conscious of this. I'm going to shock you with this now.
Yeah, because I bet you I know what happened.
Right.
You saw that Mayo won, and you were like, "Oh, Kendy's going to ask me about that, so I better
No.
look it up or something."
No. I actually watched it.
What?
Yeah.
Did you?
It just happened to be on when I was eating the dinner. But I kind of went, oh, this is interesting.
Did you watch the whole thing?
I watched it, and then I went a step further because after I was watching it, for the extra time that I was travelling,
Yeah.
and I found it on a radio station.
And listen to it on RT Radio 1.
Well, I thought I'd get it on Midwest Radio.
Oh, the Midwest boys were losing the head.
But I couldn't get Midwest in Sligo because apparently Sligo is not the Midwest.
yeah, where does it cut off?
I presume after Midwest.
After-
once it gets to Northwest,
It's gone.
it's Northwest Radio.
About
And that's a different channel altogether.
somewhere in around Dromore West, probably.
Yeah,
it
so
just cuts.
I had to go to the Radio 1 then.
Yeah, because apparently the Midwest radio boys, when they get going, man.
Oh,
Did you ever hear of a fella called Wild Willie Hegarty?
No.
I just put the wild bit in the front of it. His name was just Willie Hegarty, right? But it sounded good to call him Wild Willie Hegarty.
Right.
Willie Hegarty was a commentator on, was it Midwest actually? I can't remember. But anyway, he was commentating all the Roscommon games. And he was...
Wild.
And he was like known for his statements. Like,
Right.
he said one time about a player, he said, I don't even know how this makes sense. He said he's like a cocktail in Spain at 3 a.m. Lethal.
That's very good.
It is. I suppose it kind of half makes sense. But
Oh, it makes a lot of sense.
But that's the thing about the local radio broadcasters. I listened back to Midwest when Mayo bet Dublin to hear them roaring and shouting and
Okay.
going, "This is the best day of our whole lives."
Yeah.
And it sounded like it was probably the best day of our whole lives. Here's the thing about Mayo, right?
Do-
I'm awful sorry because we have a huge listenership in Mayo.
Do we?
Right? We do. There'll be a lot of Ballina boys listening
Okay.
to Castlebar and all that. I'm awful fucking sorry for what I'm about to say. It's going to be hilarious when Kerry beat you. That's, you know what I mean? You think now you bet the Dubs that you're like, oh, lovely, we actually bet the Dubs finally. But there's an even bigger king at the end of the game as well. Which
Did
is,
they not beat another team 6-15 or something back in the day?
Who?
Kerry.
What do you mean, like this year?
They walloped someone 6-15.
Oh, they probably- who was that,
No
Brendan?
points. Galway. Ah, stay to you.
Was it actually Galway? Oh, it was a
Yeah,
league game.
yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
So-
yeah. Oh, no, that's a good Kerry team, boy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Do
I
you not
it's
think we have any hope at all? And by
No.
we, I'm using the royal we as and I have nothing to do with it.
No, but did you feel a bit of graw like while
Well,
you
that
were
was why I
watching?
was listening. I was listening on the radio all the way down because we were going to a wedding on Saturday night. And I listened on the radio and it just finished when we pulled up to the hotel.
Yeah.
And I was awful excited.
Yeah, were you? You actually,
geez,
it
was.
actually bit
Yeah,
you.
you'd be all kind of nervous and stuff.
There's something about radio as well, isn't
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
That I think there's.
I had no idea what was going on.
No, yeah, but that's
Yeah.
the thing, and it's even better in hurling, right? I remember when Clare were playing. Who were they playing? Cork in like 2013 in the All Ireland final, and it went to a replay. But in the first game of the All-Ireland final, Clare were down by a point. We were driving to a gig in Ennis.
Yeah.
And we were listening to it on the radio, and Clare scored a point to level it up.
Yeah.
And the excitement from the four of us in the van, and we're not even from Clare, man.
And
There
not even-
there wasn't a banner in the van.
No.
There wasn't a banner.
No.
And we still got that excitement because it's radio can create that. No more than podcast and shite talk. You know what I mean? But anyway, fair play to Mayo. I think it's going to be hilarious when you don't win. Because here's the thing about, if you're from the west of Ireland, right? And you're not from Mayo, you don't want Mayo to win a lot of stuff at all.
Sorry, so you're telling me if you're from the West of Ireland but you're not from Mayo, you
Yeah.
don't want Mayo to win?
Not really,
So
no.
you're telling me that Roscommon, Leitrim, Galway,
Yeah.
what's that other county in the West?
Sligo.
That's the one.
Isn't that the one?
Yeah. Sometimes I forget that one.
But
I'll give you a clue. You live there.
But the only saving grace you had at the weekend was that you were playing Dublin, and there's only one thing people in the West hate more than Mayo, and that's
It's
Dubs.
Dublin, yeah.
It's Dubs.
Yeah.
Like,
I have a couple of questions.
go on. Okay,
Do you
lay it
know?
on me, so I can't wait to hear this.
So first of all, it's not really a question, it's a statement. This Aidan O'Shea fella, apparently he's the size of 5 men. Apparently he's a giant.
He's not like Cú Cullen.
That's
man.
the way people talk about him.
Yeah, but it's not like he's a mythical character from 1,000 years ago. Like, we can see him now. We know he's not the size of 5 men.
But
like,
I've been told he is the
5
size
little tiny men, maybe.
He's the size of 5 men, I've been told.
Yeah, but what kind of men, like?
Big, average size men.
No, he's not the size. He's the size
Okay.
of 5 midgets, maybe.
Second question about Aidan O'Shea. He must
Yeah.
be the most disappointed man in Ireland. That man's experienced serious loss in his life.
I know, and like, I feel weird even talking about it because it is awful. Like, to just lose every final you've ever.
My big worry, and it's not about the Mayo team or the Mayo sport, it's Aidan O'Shea.
Yeah, you're
I
worried
just
about
don't
him.
think he can take another one.
Yeah, no, I don't.
So I
he
think we
won't
need
be
to
able
talk to Kerry.
He won't be able to talk to take another one.
Could we send someone full of COVID down to Kerry and lick the players' faces?
Well, that's what happened in Tyrone, apparently. Apparently they might be playing that game yet. It's still up in a bit of disarray or
no,
whatever.
I think that's but it's an awful thing. I can't believe we're this far into a GEA chat.
I know, but we've another 20 minutes in us yet now. Hang on, okay?
But yeah, that was my question about Aidan O'Shea. Yeah, the whole Tyrone thing was mad.
Yeah, and for Aidan O'Shea, you want to now give Kerry COVID so he could finally win one.
No, I don't want to
Do you
give Kerry
think that
COVID.
would be legitimate?
No, you don't want to. And that was the same with Kerry playing Tyrone. Said they wanted to play it so they can legitimately get into the final and beat Mayo.
Well, one of my favourite things that would have happened would have been so Tyrone were out of it for a while there, okay?
Okay.
They were saying you're not playing and Kerry are going through to the final.
Yeah.
I would have loved if Kerry had then said, we don't think that's right, so we're dropping out as well. And then Mayo won the All-Ireland, but it would have been forever the most illegitimate All-Ireland of all time. And everyone would have been like, yeah, you won it, but you didn't really win it though.
I thought you were going another way there.
Go on.
That, okay, we appreciate the fact that Tyrone has the COVID.
Yeah.
Let's get Kerry the COVID as well, and then let like for like. What if, like, there's a way of doing this.
Yeah, we get them all out there. They're not going to get each other sick. They're already
let's
all
just
sick.
figure out how many Tyrone players are down with the COVID and then get an equal number of Kerry players down with the COVID.
Yeah. And the corner forward is on an IV drip and he's going through. And he hits it past the goalkeeper in the wheelchair and it's 1-0. Yeah, that would have been a lot better, Ray. But here's the thing. Like, Kerry, I think, will probably win it. I think it's not an injustice if Kerry do win it. They're marvellous footballers. But here's the thing. It's been a long time since Sam Maguire was in the West, so you'd nearly be hoping for that reason alone.
I'm going to call it now.
Mayo
Mayo go and win it.
Mayo by 4.
Yeah, Mayo by 4 points.
I love that about Owl lads.
Toxic positivity.
There's always, right? And you see it. I watched the DVD A Year Till Sunday. It's about Galway in the All-Ireland in
You've
1998.
talked about this 1,000 times. You
No,
love that.
Fuck, I love that DVD. Anyway, there's boys in that, or maybe it's not that one, but there's always Owl boys who predict not the win but the score, and you're like, how would you know? They're like, listen, now I have a good feeling. Galway by 3, I'd say. You know,
Would you put money on it?
Fuck? Oh yeah, people that put money on that as well, what they think it's going to be like. You know,
because there's money apparently put on Love Island as well. It's amazing what people would bet on these days.
I can't believe I got away with it for so long.
We didn't talk about it at all in the last episode.
I know, but I can't believe we were talking about JA there, and I was like, I got lulled into this false sense of security that you wouldn't be able to run this back around to Love Island. Like, there's just absolutely no way he will. Like,
I found a way.
So who's playing corner forward in Love Island then? Sorry,
at the minute, it's a fella, still Toby.
Is it nearly over?
In August 23rd, I believe, is the final.
When's that?
Oh, wait, now, hold on now. Spoiler alert for those people in the merch.
Oh, yeah, the Americans. I can't see it.
And Alan, I'm almost done, who hates this section too.
Oh,
we'll
right.
keep it nice and short.
Yeah. Nice and short. Still a load of bollocks. People are pretending to be in love, is it?
Yeah, it's still a load of bollocks. People
there's a gentleman who came out of there. I do see him on the TikToks now, right?
Oh.
And he has the most annoying smile I've ever seen him. Stop smiling at me like
Hugo.
that. You disingenuous Hugo's bastards. Do you know what I mean? He must be the fakest tour.
He is the fakest tour going.
You can even just see that when he's out and about, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's going to be probably the most famous because he's on.
Oh God, no, he's not.
So who's going to win?
He's literally sitting in a room now on his own, trying to make the most of the fame he thinks he's got from it.
And what happens to him then when he doesn't make it?
And actually, that's interesting now because you're hitting on something that I was talking about the last day.
Yeah.
Do you know there's people out there that I don't know think they're very famous?
Yeah.
Me and you come to mind. But no, everybody doesn't like them. But they think
Me and you come to mind.
They think they're the bee's knees, and they keep putting stuff out.
Yeah,
thinking they're the bee's knees, but nobody likes them.
Okay.
And actually, them putting the stuff out is further, how would you put it, inflaming the dislike of them.
Yeah. And here's the thing as well is that so there's two ways that goes, right?
Yeah.
One, they don't know, like,
no,
you know what I mean, or two, they do know. And they're going full, you know, I'm just going to buy into this fucking thing that everyone hates me. I'm thinking Piers Morgan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Piers Morgan's like, I know everyone hates me, so I'm going to be the guy that everyone hates.
Yeah, Simon Cowell did a little bit back in the X Factor.
And what's your one who said you shouldn't have fat kids and don't name them after country? Casey Hopkins, right? She's another one. Katie Hopscotch.
She's an awful dose, but very good at being a dose.
Yeah. She's one of the best doses I've ever come across, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, you have to give...
That Savile fella, was he the same? No, it's a different...
Well, you know, he enjoyed something. I don't think he really wanted it to go that way. And for the most part, people liked him. He used to fix a lot of stuff, man.
Go on.
He'd fix anything for you, man. That fella, he was very, very handy. But so then the other, that's the other side, is that they know they are. Now, you were on about me and you thinking that we're big dicks.
No, and I was throwing us in there for the crack, but we're talking about your man Hugo, who was the buck that came off Love Island, and I think he is of the opinion that he's quite popular now.
Oh, he thinks he is really, and everyone loves me. Now, they don't though. You're saying they don't.
I don't think they do.
You're saying Hugo may go in shy kind of job.
Yeah.
Now, me and you, we put ourselves out there, Ray, wide open books, the two of us, doing a podcast, and we think we're popular. Let's say we think we're popular, okay?
For the purposes.
For the purposes of this podcast.
Yeah.
Take Sligo alone.
Yeah.
How many people do you think in Sligo hate me and you?
Oh, good portion.
Do you know what I mean? Like, there must be loads. There must be loads that we walk into a place. Then, me and you walk into a place and people go, boys, all right, getting a drink. I fucking hate those two. You know what I mean? Turns around then to the missus and says, and she says, I think they're kind of nice. You would! And then there's a huge argument in Anderson's, and there's a couple fighting over me and you. And then they go home and have angry sex thinking about me and you as well.
Okay, that escalated quickly.
I don't know how that came into my head, but it makes sense though, right? They're both down. They're from Kerry. Okay, let's fucking paint this picture. They're both down from Kerry. Then we walk in. They go, "That's two boys in the podcast." And Sligo, and he goes, "How are you lads?" And he goes, "I actually fucking hate those two." And then Sheila says, "I really like them." They get in a huge argument. They go back to the glass house and they ride each other out of it, thinking about
with the curtains open,
with the curtains wide open.
Because
in the
that's the nice thing about you said the glass house.
The glass house
because it's made of glass.
Yeah, and we're sitting around crossing the Condies. And I go, "Jesus, he's boating her in. Look at the fucking."
And that was because of me and you.
Yeah, because. Wait, no, were they supposed to be hating us? I lost track of that completely. Oh yeah, sorry, they're not supposed to be writing at all. Oh fuck. No, but that's the thing. How many people do you think hate us? And can you accept that people won't be liking us?
I wonder, this comes back, this makes me think of Hugo. So I wonder.
Stop! Shut up about Hugo, man.
No, but I'm trying to, as I can't think anything about me and you in that respect.
So
because I get too terrified.
No, yeah, but I want you though. I want you to get terrified.
To go down that
because
road.
I don't get really terrified about that. Right? Look, I don't care if people want to spit in my face. They can. I don't really care.
I've never seen anyone. You let anyone spit in your face.
I know. Well,
I'm going to test that some night.
Anyone out there want to spit in my face? Go on, wait till COVID's over.
Can we make it a thing now? If you like the podcast, spit in Mark's face.
But you know,
you'll regret this in a couple of years, covered in phlegm.
Yeah, but you can't be spitting big phlegmy yolks at me while the COVID is going. Wait till the COVID is over.
Right, sorry.
Be over.
So anyway,
Hugo. No, stop on about. Shut up about Hugo, man. I'm trying to get into me and you now. Mm-hmm. We have to accept that people think we're a shower of bastards.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So are you willing to go, that's okay, like?
I'd rather just not know.
You'd rather...
I'd rather ignorance is bliss.
The enemy you don't know, or whatever the hell that saying is.
Yeah, it's just I'd rather not know.
Like, I mean, I would rather too, and I don't think anyone's ignorant enough to come up and say, lads, just want to let you know, the podcast's shite, right?
Oh, Stephen Miles is that the whole time.
Oh, well, Steve Miles is... Well, let's Steve Miles...
He just catch me and he kind of go, do you know something about the last two episodes? I said, yeah, they were shite.
Yeah, well, I tell you, Steve Miles is shite himself, right? Sorry, I got ticked straight away. Feck's sake. This is what I said I wouldn't do. I don't care if people think it's shite. Yeah, but Steve Miles, feck on. No, what I'm saying is really... no one is going to come up and say it to us in public.
Yeah.
So we have to be aware that they're talking behind our back.
Should we encourage them to just tell us? Wouldn't that be a lovely way to live?
Well, not really though, because like I never got that either. You know, you do a gig and someone will come up afterwards and go, "I just wanted to let you know, I thought that was shite. I thought," and you're like,
how do you react to those people?
well, I always go, like, that's okay, but why would you take the time out to come and tell me that you didn't enjoy it?
Because you're okay with it.
Well, no, but they don't know that I'm okay with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it would never affect me. I said this to you a couple of days ago. I never think about a gig anymore. Good or bad, not really. Rare now I think about it afterwards, whatever.
Yeah. You should think about it.
Will you ever... I said I wasn't going to get mad. I know, because I know that that's normal. Yeah. I'm trying my best not to get mad now, Ray.
Did you hear me applauding your bum notes last night?
Yeah, you...
You were playing last night. I was in the crowd.
I said I wasn't going to get mad.
I think I waved at one point. I was like, woo!
Yeah, I was hitting wrong notes everywhere.
Yeah.
Not everywhere, in Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre. That was where I was hitting most of the bum notes.
You were hitting all of the bum notes.
Anyway, main point to finish off there is people hate... Not fucking Hugo.
Yeah.
Most people hate us, Ray, is what I tried to say.
Yeah.
And we just have to go,
so
that's all right.
And what to take from that is, if you hate us, A, tell us.
Yeah, maybe tell us.
And B, spit in Kendy's face.
Yeah, if you want to spit in my face, do. Now, the other point to that was, yes, we were to play music outside in Anderson's last night.
Yes.
Full band, full PA, full how's it go, folks? Full tea and sandwiches on the sideline, full beers, full fellas, full everything, man.
Yeah. Did you enjoy it?
It was unbelievable to be playing the bass again.
Yeah.
Obviously, you said I was hitting bum notes.
You were in the middle.
Well, that's because there was no space anywhere else, really.
Yeah, but you were in the middle. That's a pride of place spot in the band.
Well, it's the best looking goes in the middle.
That's where John Bon Jovi stands.
Yeah, but it's where the best looking is, and Sean wasn't there last night.
Right.
So I obviously got to take the middle.
Okay,
You know?
and the Tabby, the international superstar.
Tabby's old news, man.
Oh,
He's
right.
old wrinkly ass motherfucker.
You saved yourself there by putting news at the end of that.
And then I called him wrinkly ass. No, I think it was just a spatial thing. And you know what happened the night before last, Ray? I did a wedding. I won't say with who or where, because what I'm about to tell you next is we got a TikTok video out right now about dancing, right?
Yes.
What I'm about to tell you next is that people were dancing, right? I did a wedding with a band that I don't usually play with.
Would they happen to be the top three?
No, they're a band
the
that I
number
was
three premier.
Nowhere even near number 3,
top
man.
wedding band.
They'd be lucky to be number 40.
Oh, they've dropped shockingly.
It's not them, you dirty ignorant good for that. What it is a band that I'd never played with before, Raymond.
That's a lie.
That's not a lie, man.
What are you trying to hide?
I never fucking played with them ever before. Their brand, they don't even exist, right?
Right, what are they called?
Wasn't even a real band. Hot Flush, right? So...
Right. Okay. Who was in Hot Flush?
And we were playing in a hotel. We were playing in a hotel called the Spring Court.
Is that's not the name of the hotel?
And it was in Ballow in County Cork.
Oh,
right?
This leads lovely into my next section. Go on, yeah.
Right? And they were going, do you know what? They've been with each other all day. Let them up and have a little dance if they want. And we played music. And I was going, this is the way, because I've seen Brendan's Tierney, who's flicking the beans there right now outside on the 2 cameras, right? He sent us a picture of a band playing outside a hotel with their speakers inside. It was
one lad on an acoustic guitar.
Okay, straight away Ray's wrecked it there by saying, no, don't be giving out about us.
No, it's not that. I seen the picture. And a part of me wondered, is that real? It was a lad standing outside one of them emergency exits.
Yeah.
Looking in at everybody having a great time.
Yeah, he had the speakers going in the window.
Yeah.
You don't think it's real?
Probably is.
Let's go and let's find out if that's real or not.
Okay.
Because if it is real, then Israel is a country.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening to 126. Tune in next week to find out if it was real or not.
Yeah, if it's a real photo or not. Jesus Christ. Anyway, Ray, that's all my crack. You're probably getting vexed at me for talking shite, so
no,
go on ahead.
actually, you were onto something there.
Go on.
You were telling me lies.
I've never lied to you in my life.
But imagine if we purposely made you tell me lies.
Okay.
If I was to ask you some questions.
Go on.
And you have to lie.
Okay, go.
Right. Okay. Okay. And if you tell the truth, you're out.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Right. What's your name?
Theodore.
Full name now, please. Thank you.
Theodore Martimus Gillicuddy.
Theodore, so I'll call you Teddy Gillicuddy.
Teddy Gillicuddy.
Teddy Gillicuddy. Where are you living?
I'm living in Haskra.
Okay, very good.
Alaska.
Very good. And are you with a lady or are you engaged?
I have 3 boyfriends. And we all fucking sleep in the same bed every night.
Okay. How many questions have I asked you there now? I've
3. Like, dude, go again, you fuck, man. I didn't lose.
You lost.
Did you mean to do that?
Yeah.
You shithead. You're a shithead, man. I was doing so well. I had 3 boyfriends all of a sudden.
Well,
I was
let's go
delighted.
with it. And so right. So you've got 3 boyfriends. What are the 3 boyfriends' names?
Mary, Fanula, and Bridget.
They sound like women. What's the story with that?
They all have liberal parents.
Right. Okay. Where did you go to college?
I went to Letterfrack to do woodwork.
Very good.
Is that woodwork or ag science?
It's ag science.
I did ag woodwork, right?
Agricultural woodwork. What's agricultural woodwork?
I was building fences, man, around farms.
Imagine if that was a discipline in itself. What did you do in college? Agricultural woodwork.
Yeah, I was building fences and gates to keep the cows in, man.
Right, okay.
Give me one more.
What's your mother's name?
Mother's name is Eamon.
That's your father.
His name is Geraldine.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Anyway, that's actually a great game. You know,
yeah, there was another one I was going to try on you, but it's very hard.
Go on, hit me though.
And I didn't think it'd work.
But you won't know until you try it out, lovey man.
Okay.
It's like dirty sex. You won't know until you try. Go on anyway.
It's basically doing a story in questions.
Okay.
Right? So we'll say, for example, we're in a situation, we're in a bar.
Yeah.
And I ask you, what kind of draft beer have you got?
I have
No, you see, you're answering the question. You have to ask a question to continue the story.
What is this shit?
So each of us have to keep asking questions.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, okay. So what kind of draft beer have you got on tap?
Is it this kind of one that you want, though?
Do you have glasses for these beers?
What kind of glass do you want?
Is there music on here later?
What kind of music are you into?
Oh, I'm shit at this now. That was why I didn't think it'd work.
Keep going. Give me another one.
Okay.
Start a brand new story.
Start a brand new story, right? Okay. So we're on a plane, right? 2 of us are passengers, and we're sitting beside each other on the plane.
Yeah.
So we're going to strike up a conversation. Yeah. Oh, wait, no. I'm the air hostess.
Okay.
I'm the air hostess, and I just come down to your seat.
Okay, cool.
Would you like some dinner, sir?
Have you got any dry roasted peanuts?
Have you got any allergies?
Have you the right to ask me that question?
Have you any idea who I am?
Have you any idea who I think I am?
How did you get here?
How do you think I got here?
Where are you flying to?
What'd you like to know?
Can I see some ID?
You can and you... shit! That's great crack, man. Fucking hell. Fair play to you. What's that game called?
I don't know. Oh, I seen it on some sort of an old American comedy show.
Questions Only job or something
along
those lines. Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, when they have all the comedians there and they do that. They did a much better job.
Well, but what do you mean? I did a savage job there.
You did.
In fairness, man. Jesus Christ. That reminds me as well, before we go any further, we might tell people this idea that we have in our heads and get a bit of feedback on it, right? Mm-hmm. We, along with the manager of the Sligo show...
Is that what you're calling him now, is it?
He's fucking hardly our manager, man. Yeah. He's booking us nothing.
Yeah, right? Okay.
We, along with the manager of the Sligo show, are trying to organise what will be a comedy panel show.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Based on, we'd say, Mock the Kendy, or what's the other one that used to be on the RTE?
10 Kendys.
8 out of 10 Kendys. What's the one that used to be on RTE?
Oh,
What? Don't feed the Kendys. Yeah. That one. Yeah. So we're trying to do something along those lines that might become a once in a month.
Is Darragh O'Brien going to do it?
It's going to come in like a woman's
as the presenter
cycle,
or Jimmy Carr.
Once in a month.
What? What are you talking about? A woman's
cycle? We're trying to do it
for?
once a month.
Right. Oh, you're actually talking about a residency.
You should just cut over. You should have kept going there. Why did you let me say that?
Sorry.
Well, Darragh O'Brien come in and do it, man. No, we already have a bald fella, so we're going to keep it with Brendan. Okay, he's going to be our Darragh O'Brien. Anyway. What would people think of that? We're going to get people in the crowd watching us, but also broadcast it like terrestrial television.
Very good.
You're terrified of us.
Yeah, no, I don't want to know anything about it.
Yeah, you just want to be there.
I'm quite happy about it actually because it means there's more people involved and I have a lesser role.
No, you're one of the captains of the teams.
Man. Yeah, that'd be the first time I was ever a captain of anything. That'd be so nice. My father would be so proud.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. Guaranteed it's not sport, man. Anyway, that's only one thing. Ray, I'm still talking shit.
Right.
Is there anything else you want to get on to?
Okay, so I suppose we're getting to the end of the podcast here now.
25 minutes in, yeah.
25 minutes in.
Don't worry, even if it's a half an hour, who gives a fuck?
I have something I want to get to.
Okay, go.
I was, as I said, on the way to a wedding when I was listening to the Mayo match.
Oh.
Yes.
I should have been at that. Would we say fair play to people?
We will say fair play to people. A big fair play to...
Fair play to Ray and Laura for going to a wedding at the weekend. That's it.
Oh, that's it?
No,
right?
Fair play to Shawnee and Kim.
Shawnee and Kim got married.
Yeah,
fair play to them.
Fair play to you.
And we were all invited to the afters. You were working.
Yeah, I was invited, but working. Yes,
working, yeah.
Unfortunately.
As everything now at the moment.
With Hot Flush.
Yeah, so you were with Hot Flush, the band.
Yeah, in Ballo, in County Cork. In the
anyway,
Spring Court.
you didn't go anywhere and you missed out.
Yeah.
Because I was entrusted with a huge job in the night. I went to the afters, right?
Yeah, and after it.
Went to the afters of the wedding and we landed in right after the Mayo match. All eyes are on us.
Yeah.
Do you know? Because we were the biggest thing that happened after the Mayo match.
Yeah, you were going, create crack for us, please. You just landed.
So we just landed, sat down, got the drinks in. But then a lady came over and handed me confetti. What? A handful of confetti. She tried Laura first. Laura was politely able to say no. I wasn't able to say no. I took the handful of confetti.
To do what with?
The first dance.
What?
I was to throw the confetti at the
such
happy
a
couple.
job to be entrusted with
It
as
was
you
really
land.
weird. No, I was just one of many, mostly kids.
But do you think that you land in and someone said to like the staff, look, just if anything has to be done, he's going to want to organise it. So you better just you better just give him a job now.
Possibly, yeah. But I did not want this because first of all, I had to hold the confetti for a good half an hour.
Ah, fuck that, man. It'd be all sweaty
it
and
was nearly one piece of that
yeah,
one.
You just threw a brick at them for a finish. Did someone just throw a refill pad at me?
But what happened was then they gathered everybody around, right, around the floor, and Sean and Kim took the floor for the first dance.
Yeah.
And then the kids, being brave bastards, started firing the confetti at them. And now, of course, it was way too low.
Did you let them know that?
But I
just let you know.
You're shit.
What's your name?
Yeah.
Paul, is it? Paul, that was shite.
Yeah.
Shite, that was that. Go on anyway.
So I had mine in my hand, and then it dawned on me that I was going to have to walk from the edge of the circle right into the middle of the floor where all the cameras were on and throw confetti
to get
on
one
the couple.
good shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your load had to be really...
I had to throw the load on Johnny and Kim.
You had one load, mate, and if you didn't get it right, you were going to miss the money shot, like where the cameramen would get it.
Yeah. So,
okay.
so the cameras were all
started out, we're building up to it, Ray.
Yeah.
What did you do with your load?
Yeah.
Tell me.
So I came onto the floor.
You came onto the floor.
Right, with gusto. Okay.
Did it go everywhere?
No, I got into position.
Right.
And then I
behind them, was it?
Oh, I was behind the two of them. Yeah.
Okay.
And I shot it.
Oh, and
it landed beautifully, magnificently.
It landed
all
on
over Shawnee.
Shawnee's back.
I left the confetti on Shawnee's back.
Oh, you left a big load of confetti up on top of Shawnee's back. So you missed Kim, thank God.
I missed him.
I didn't even mean that. I mean, you genuinely missed her with the confetti, so you didn't get any on her
I
at all.
just won't lie to you. It was just I was torturous.
Yeah, but would that make you nervous now going?
Totally nervous.
Yeah,
I had to go and I had to be
M&M
graceful.
job. M&M, you've only got one shot.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you admit you're...
I didn't do it too bad.
You only got it on Shawnee, man.
Yeah,
Excuse me, but
his
last
back
time
was to me. In the situation.
It's usually when it happens a lot of the time, but fair. But Ray, I'd hate for you to get like nervous about that, or like even get down on yourself for blowing a bad load of confetti.
Yeah,
because that happens to people all the time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And you gotta really. It takes a little bit.
Pick yourself back up.
Yeah, pick yourself back up, Ray.
There'll be other
because
weddings.
They have tablets.
Right.
Like steroids that'll make your arm stronger. You can throw way further.
Can you get them in chemists?
Yeah.
Or
and
the prescription only?
Dr. Joe.
Right,
man.
Dr. Joe.
Into Dr. Joe and say, I need those yolks so I can shoot a bit further. The confetti. I need steroids from my arm.
I think we've dragged it. We've taken we've taken all the good out of this.
Take 3 of them.
Right.
Ray, you'd have an arm like Aaron Schwarzenegger.
I could miss altogether then.
Oh man, you'd hit the fella played the music. Me fucking eye. I'm blind now, I'm blind.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, Ray, I'm blind.
There was no one playing music because that's illegal.
Oh, but was there maybe an iPad on or an iPhone?
There was a little iPad ticking over in the corner.
No.
Yeah.
Here's a big question.
And maybe a wedding DJ controlling it.
An off-duty one.
An off-duty wedding DJ. We're very lucky to have one.
Don't answer this if you don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm very wary about throwing people under the bus.
Which I've already done. I've already said that Kim and Johnny had a dance. That's illegal.
I didn't even realise that. It is illegal.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't think that you actually want to be out dancing at a wedding anyway. Me and you haven't been at a huge amount of weddings together. We were at my brother Joey and his wonderful wife Lisa.
He's changed, your brother Joey.
Why?
He's adopted a new thing.
What
you
is
know the way
this?
Joey doesn't like dancing?
Yeah.
He'd be the man for standing bottle Heineken in the corner.
Kids.
Yeah.
That's what kids do.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you just become that father. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you turn into the embarrassing father all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah, but
he would never have danced in his life, especially not at a wedding.
On Saturday night, he took just a notion all of a sudden and just went for it.
Go away.
Buck, lep and wild.
Well,
around
now
the dance
he's
floor.
accountable now as well for the...
But then we spoke. I shouldn't have said that. That's actually incriminating him.
You're just incriminating
I'm
my brother.
totally, you know.
If my brother
whistleblower.
goes to jail, you're explaining it to my mammy. You're the one explaining it to her now. Right?
Anyway, yeah, this lad named Joey.
Yeah.
Right. Buck, lep and wild. And then he came back off the dance floor. And myself and his wife, Lisa,
Yeah.
were looking at him going, what was that about? We've never seen you do that before. Like, what? Who are you?
Who is this?
No, what happened to Joey?
Lisa was like, who are you right? Because you don't want to do that for me. Who are you right now? I want to know.
Because Joey says, people wreck my head. Every wedding I'm at, they just wreck my head all night long. So I find that if I just go buck, lep and wild for
Once.
3 minutes,
Yeah, it's a good call.
nobody then goes near you after that.
Well, what about you? Like, do you get out and dance at weddings?
I do occasionally. I heard another type of wedding thing where, do you know the first dance is in front of everybody?
Yeah.
And there's ages like me throwing confetti at them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's another option.
Leaving loads of confetti
Yeah,
on them.
you
Yeah.
go off to another room.
What?
Yeah, you go off to another room and you have a nice, quiet, intimate first dance with nobody looking at you, except the 3 cameramen and the videographer.
And do you take off all your clothes?
What? No.
What?
Why would you take off all your clothes?
I don't know. Like, you said
Oh, I see what you mean. You're thinking of the 3 cameramen and the videographer.
Yeah,
No, it's not like that.
Look at Jason Mark and Nicola were gone doing the first dance for an hour and a half. He came back in, he was sweating, man. They must have done an awful fast song or something. Who's ever done that?
No, that's a thing now.
That's awful ignorant.
Why?
Because
I
that's
like
like-
that now. Because I don't like the. I'd be very nervous now.
Shut
having
up,
to
man.
get up in front and
You're
dance
the
in front of
one-
everybody.
Yeah, but fuck the nerves, man.
I'd sooner go to the Caribbean
And do it on your own.
and have my own wedding over there.
Yeah, no, that's okay though.
Sorry, I can't say it like that. It's not my own wedding. There's obviously someone else
Ray,
involved.
Ray,
Laura
Ray,
have to
Ray.
come to or to be shy.
If I've learned anything, it has nothing to do with you.
No, okay.
No, it doesn't have anything to do with the
From
fella.
your experience.
Weddings don't have anything to do with the fella.
All right.
You just go, yeah, right. Careful now, because Nicola's listed.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
When she comes to you, if you're getting married, right? Let's say you and Laura
Yeah.
get married.
Yeah.
When she says to you, what do you think of that? Just go, yep.
She said already that she wouldn't be one for being a bridezilla or, you know, she wouldn't be fussy like. You think that's a lie?
Nicola was the sweetest person I ever knew.
Oh, until
She was the nicest person I ever knew in my whole life.
okay, yeah,
She was so laid back.
yeah,
We were meant to be.
yeah.
And we got engaged.
And then what happened? You asked her to marry you.
I asked her to marry me, Ray.
Yeah, what happened then?
And I've seen the side, Ray. I can't get out.
Yeah.
I can't.
Tell me about some of the things you're experiencing.
Like,
Like, give us an example.
stuff not being the right size.
Okay,
Like letters not being, envelopes not being the right
Not
size.
the right size.
Like, that is like, you have to get out of the house, like. Ray, I'm not joking. I have to go, like.
Yeah.
It's absolutely.
I heard a very good thing.
Go on.
You know the way if you get into trouble. Now this is a totally aside, but if you ever get into trouble with Nicola in your engaged or married life,
Yeah.
like forgetting an anniversary or really just mess up.
Well, sorry, I don't want to, I've told her, don't ever expect me to remember any day ever.
Right.
And she knows that now, which is
Oh,
good.
good.
Go
good.
on anyway.
Well, if you ever get into big trouble, like if an envelope isn't the right size,
Yeah.
do you know? Ring the
I'm getting
ambulance.
fucking PTSD. Ring the ambulance.
Ring the ambulance. Right?
Right.
Ring an ambulance and tell them that you're shooting pains down your left arm and you feel dizzy. Right? This is a marriage tip for anyone out there now that has forgotten an anniversary or anything like that. Ring an ambulance, right? They'll come. You keep telling them that you're shooting pains.
Yeah.
I don't feel great shooting pains.
And-
They'll have to bring you to hospital.
And you're out.
And they'll have to keep you in overnight. All the while, your fiancé or wife will be at home.
Yeah. Shiting herself, thinking you're
Shiting
dead.
herself, being awful upset the fact that
Yeah.
she was mad at you in the first place over
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
you did wrong.
Yeah.
Do you know, and she'd be raging and she'd be regretting every bit of it.
Yeah.
She'd land into you in the morning then to come bring you home.
Yeah, but
Right? And then you say, I'm really sorry for whatever I've done.
And then she'll go, yeah, I know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's the least of our worries now,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. No,
Yeah.
I think Nicola's way too wise for that, so we might have to go a step further, right? So, if I ever get in trouble, Ray, I'm going to ring you and I want you to come in and shoot me in the kneecap, right? Because we're going to have to settle this, like, if she's going to believe
It has
like
to be
that.
real, is it?
Yeah, it has to be real,
See,
man.
Or could
Yeah.
I knock you over or something?
Oh, you want to do something, man? Give me two
Yeah.
black eye, man.
Hit you with a focus.
Yeah, I want you to turn into Frank Bruno for about 10 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, hit me with a focus.
I hit
as
you with
well.
a focus.
Do, yeah. I'll jump
Yeah.
it, try and take the sting out of it, like, but I
Yeah.
have to crack a rib or something, man, or she won't believe it.
Did you? Sorry. Yeah, okay. I'll do that.
Okay.
Have you heard of slipped rib syndrome?
Huh?
I think it's slipped rib. I don't know, but we've
I've
done
heard
no
about
research. Yeah.
slip discs.
Apparently you can slip a rib.
Slip it slip it under the table. Here, and a wedding. Here, look, I'd want rib left over. Come on, say
No,
that. I know you're vegan. Say that. Anyway, I know you're vegan. Just look, it's one rib. The Lord Jesus won't know.
Yeah, no, not that. Apparently, there's a rib. It just kind of slips out of position.
Yeah,
and for me, I suffer from this.
And you end up looking back at yourself.
You end up doing something to yourself that you shouldn't be doing. That you should have someone else doing. No, you don't. That's the whole thing with Prince.
Yeah,
didn't he get a couple of ribs removed so he could enjoy himself more?
In our school, it was Marilyn Manson. Oh. In our school, Marilyn Manson got his ribs taken out so he could have a good suck of himself.
Good suck of himself.
He could have a good sucky house of himself, he reckoned. But I think it was all bollocks. But I don't think you can get ribs removed like that.
Well, I didn't get any ribs removed, but apparently one of them
slipped rib. Go on, did you slip a rib?
No, what happens is it
you
goes
dirty pervert.
Have you ever seen me in a situation where I laugh a lot and all of a sudden I get a pain?
Yeah.
This apparently is, and I only diagnosed last night because I freaked the shit out of Laura because I was nearly dying.
Did you Google it?
She Googled it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's something about a slip rib, and apparently it goes out of place and it starts pressing on something inside you.
And it hurts.
And it hurts like shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon I get that. So, is that what a stitch is?
No, a stitch is different.
What's a stitch? Because it feels like a bone stabbing through your fucking heart.
I don't know what a stitch is.
And you know what the worst thing about a stitch is, right? It doesn't come... I used to get it when you play sport, obviously, if you drank too much water or whatever, right? Yeah. But in old age now, which is only 29, obviously, but it happens now. In old age, I'd be sitting down watching Countdown, right? Going, geez, Rachel Riley's lovely.
That could be a slip rib.
You know what I mean? Oh, is it?
Maybe.
It just happens all of a sudden. And then you know that thing you do where you go... You're like, oh, that's awful sore. And then you go, is it gone? I'll take a breath in and see if it's gone. And then you go, still there. You know that shit, man? Yeah. That's awful annoying anyway. Medical problems of older gentlemen, we call that section, right?
Is there any other bits that you want to tell me about Nicola and the craziness? No?
No, I can't wait for it to be over.
Yeah.
No, it's actually not that bad at all. I am, obviously, divulging more...
Then you should be.
And what you call it? What's the word for Ray? I'm exaggerating it.
You're enhancing it.
I'm enhancing it and exaggerating it for comedic effect. And, it's not true at all, Ray. I'll probably still marry you. We'll see. Go on anyway. What are you doing?
She's now hitting towards the end of the podcast now.
Yeah, have you got a few little bits you want to go to first?
Yeah, a few little bits. Just little things now that I want to talk to you about. I turned on my radio this morning as I was driving to work. Rarely I go to work, but I was driving it.
That's so weird. You were like, I had to get up early today.
Yeah.
And go to work in Ballina. And I was like, Ray, that's what you would have to do.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for a pandemic.
It was very inconvenient. Yeah. I had to get up at 7:30.
Can you work from home from now on? I know I'm switching gear, but go on anyway.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think there's an opportunity there to apply for a blended working pattern.
Oh, you could blend it all over the place, man. The whole thing would be blended out of it.
Yeah,
that's great.
So that means I can stay at home.
Brilliant. Go on anyway.
Driving to work this morning, the two Johnnies, our arch nemesis, they had the 2FM shows. The Jennifer Zamparellis they were filling in for her.
What?
Yeah.
How?
I felt like they'd bet us to it.
What do we have to do?
You have to get friendly with Marty Morrissey.
We just talked for 10 minutes about JA at the start, and
I
we're
know.
still...
That's what I was thinking of when you were talking about the JA. I was going, man, we're doing such a two Johnnies.
This is a call out to the two Johnnies right now.
Tesco car park.
No, I don't want to even call them to the Tesco car park to take the tops off, man, because I'm afraid that I'd leave the two of them. They'd be up in
I'll throw confetti on them.
Right, Ray be throw confetti all over you. Tell us the magic formula, two Johnnies. Yeah. How much JA do we have to mention, man, to take over Sarah Zamparelli's or Sarah McManus or whatever her name was. Jennifer McManus's. No. What was her name before she was Zamparelli?
She was
Jennifer Maguire.
Jennifer
Maguire. What do we have to do, two Johnnies, to take over Jennifer? I'm going to be straight in and we're taking over Ricochet tomorrow.
Is Ricochet even still on the radio?
How long are they fill in for?
I think it's just a week.
Waste of time.
Listen in tomorrow, 9 till 11 or 12.
Listen in. What would they have to say that would interest me? Those two Tipperary buys.
I have to say, yeah, there's a different way of chatting.
The fair play to them is all. They're walloping us out the door, Ray. We are a little bit... Imagine if someone was like... So what'll happen is someone who knows them, who might listen to us and knows them, is going to go, Kendy Raybo were talking about you last night, lads, giving you awful abuse, like, and they'll go, who?
Yeah.
And then they'll go... that's Kendy Raybo, the little bit of shite in the bottom of my shoe. Now I know who they... You know what I mean? Yeah. Like they're
I'd love that now to cover for someone for a week.
Well, Ray, you would love to cover for someone forever.
Yeah.
Like, you've always said all along, I don't give a shit about this podcast.
Why is Ocean FM calling us?
Because we obviously
Shamey Mac is too popular.
Shamey Mac has that business sewn up as well. Shamey, call out to you as well. How much Shabby, do I have to talk? No, Ray, I think this is our only
I'm
avenue.
holding you
No
that-
one is ever going to give us a job. So this is the only way we'll ever do it. And you know how? Who cares? Because we're getting paid, Ray, through Patreon.
We are.
Oh, patreon.com/Kendy Raybo podcast, you say. And who else? Oh, from our sponsors, Ray. That's so weird. The Blind Tiger and Anderson's Grill and Bar.
Grill and Bar.
So we get paid enough, Ray. We don't need no Sarah McManus money or Jennifer Zamparelli. Most feckin' messed it up. Is that all the crack, Eddie Ray?
I don't think I have much more crack.
Ray, fair play genuinely to Blind Tiger and Anderson's Grill and Bar for sponsoring the Kendy Raybo podcast. That's 126. Fair play to Brendan's Tierney. If you want more crack, Brendan actually interviewed 2 Olympians last week for the Sligo show that he does with Brian McDermott and Pixel Productions. So genuinely go and watch that because it's serious crack and it's unreal. 2 actual Olympians, man. So
and
go
we
listen
might
to
get
that
them
as well.
eventually as well.
Well, I mean, if our manager ever pulls the finger out, we might get them as well, yeah. But I think our manager is skimming off the top, man, with some of the guests. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I won't get into it too much. That's 126. Ray, have you anything to say to people before we go? No?
Happy birthday to my sister Marie.
Happy birthday, Marie.
It's over, like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Forget about it, Marie. I didn't say happy birthday at all.
That's it.
That's the end of it. Ray,
That's it.
fair play to me.
And fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck. The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Bar and Grill and the Blind Tiger Bar.